Are you currently looking for a job in computer vision and don't have the necessary skills, or don't know in which direction you need to to successfully bag one? Then this video might surely help you. I've been at the same place myself, and now I currently work as a computer vision data scientist. So in this video I'm going to share my personal experience which can help you entering the field of computer vision. So let's begin. There are primarily 4 steps that you need to take in order to start a career in computer vision. First is to learn skills, then make some personal projects. Third step is to showcase your work, and the final step is entering the field of computer vision. So these are the skills that you need to learn in order to at least bag a junior level position as a computer vision developer. Because I've seen many computer vision job postings and I haven't seen any job posting which doesn't mention these skills. So these skills will always be expected. Now let's look at some of the free resources that I have personally referred in learning these skills. So this is one of the first books that I referred while learning Python. I actually referred the first edition of this book. Now they have released the second edition and it's free, so you can refer this. Another free resource for learning Python is this book, Automate the Boring Stuffs with Python. You don't need to refer all the chapters, but it's a great book, so you can refer this as well. To learn NumPy, I referred this PDF. It's a bit old PDF, but I'm sure most of the functions of NumPy are the same, so you can refer this book. It's not a very lengthy book and is hardly of 140 pages something, so you can refer this. For learning Matplotlib, you can refer this book from tutorials point again. It also has hardly 77 pages. All these books will give you pretty good knowledge of Python, NumPy and Matplotlib. Now let's move on to OpenCV. So to learn OpenCV, first you can refer the official documentation. It has great topics to get started with. Additionally, you can again refer this free book by PackPub. I personally referred the second edition of this book. Now they have launched the third edition, so I'm sure it must be similar or better than the second edition. So you can refer this. Now I would also recommend you to learn a little bit of pandas as well, because when you learn machine learning, right, and scikit-learn, so you might need to know a little bit of pandas as well, because while solving some practice problems of scikit-learn, you might require pandas as well. So learning pandas will be beneficial. Okay, so you can refer the official documentation. It has lots of great examples and tutorials. Now in order to learn statistics, machine learning and scikit-learn, I would recommend this book. However, this book is not free. Okay, so you might need to buy it, but it's a great book and you'll get a good hang of statistics, machine learning and scikit-learn in this one book itself. Now to learn scikit-learn and machine learning, you can refer this website as well from Intel. It has PDFs and PPTs explaining the theory, and it also has some Jupyter notebooks which you can solve for for your own practice. And there are 12 weeks of content, so you may not necessarily take 12 weeks for it to complete, but if you will try to learn it properly, you can finish it within a month. Now to learn deep learning, you can refer this course. It also has some video lectures that will explain you the theory of deep learning. Okay, and again it contains PDFs and Jupyter notebooks for you to solve problems, but this is kind of an older version and it doesn't include the latest TensorFlow, but it includes Keras, and you know that TensorFlow 2 is using Keras only, so the syntax is almost similar, so you might need to edit the code a bit, but it is a great resource. Even if you don't want to refer the code from this, you can refer the PDF, which contains great theory, right? And I actually found this content very helpful, so this might help you as well. And most importantly, you can refer this FiMasearch.com website. Okay, so this is Adi Newsbrock. He has written many books and courses, but these are the paid ones. So you can refer his blogs, which are free to read at least. Also, one thing that I would like to add is you don't need to necessarily learn both TensorFlow and PyTorch. Okay, even if you know one of them, it is fine. But if you know both, then it is like great, but not necessary to learn both the things at least when you are starting. I would personally recommend you to get better in one of the two libraries rather than perfecting both of them. But it's up to you. Now, additionally, you need to know GitHub and Linux at least, because after writing code, it is also very important to deploy it. So Git and GitHub are the important tools that one needs to know, and one should be comfortable with the Linux operating system. And apart from these, you can also learn Flask or Sanic, which can be used for building APIs. Sanic is similar to Flask, but it has built-in multiprocessing capabilities as well. You can also learn about Docker, Cloud, and MediaPipe. However, learning these is not necessary for lower position computer vision jobs, but at least I would say one should learn Git, GitHub, and Linux. Learning about Flask and making a small project with it, will give you some knowledge of how APIs work. So learning Flask will also be helpful. Now, please note that the skills and tools that I mentioned are not exhaustive. There are many other skills and tools that you can learn as well, but I have only mentioned the ones which I feel are the most important. Now, the next thing that you can do is to make personal projects. So first, you can make some basic image processing projects like color detection, tracking, and all. And there are many other things that you can explore on your own as well. Next, you can make some face detection or recognition kind of project, and then extend it to some other level as well with your own ideas. Try making some object detection and classification projects as well. You can learn to use YOLO, and there are many other deep learning models with which you can make your projects. And then once you make your projects, you can integrate your project with a Flask API or make a Android application with the help of Kiwi. However, Kiwi is not much used in industries. There's a tool called Flutter, which is used for making Android apps. But Kiwi is a Python library, so learning Kiwi will be easier, right? So you can make a toy project and integrate computer vision project with a Kiwi application. And you can also participate in Kaggle and get some hands-on experience if you want. Now the next step is to showcase your work. So once you have made your projects, you can publish it on GitHub, write blogs on it, or make a small demo video and publish it on YouTube. But the least that you can do is to put your code on GitHub. So that recruiters can have a look at it, because it is very important to have some demonstrated skills, right? For reference, I have put my own GitHub account here, so if you want, you can check it out. So some of the personal projects that I have made are action recognition app with Kiwi. So here I've used OpenCV and TensorFlow and integrated them with Kiwi. I had also made a facial recognition project where it recognizes the Harry Potter characters, the three main Harry Potter characters. So in order to make this, I had referred a image search blog. Then I also made a OCR and translation project. So Testtract is one more tool that you can consider learning. Like I said earlier, the skills and tools that I had mentioned are not exhaustive, so there are many other tools which you can explore yourself. Now once you have done these things, you can finally prepare to enter the field. So I would recommend you to join some computer vision and deep learning groups that are there on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Reddit. You can easily find at least 1 to 2 groups over there easily. So the benefit of joining these groups is that sometimes you might get some full-time or freelancing opportunities on these groups, and most of the times many people post some interesting projects from which you can learn a thing or two. So joining these groups will also give you an opportunity to interact with the community. You can also start applying for full-time jobs, and in case you are not able to find many full-time jobs in which you are for which you are eligible, you can consider doing some freelancing or consider applying to some internships. I personally use Upwork for freelancing, and there are many other freelancing websites that you can, many other freelancing websites as well which you can refer. You can also consider doing some internships, and then you can put all of your, freelancing projects, internship projects, and personal projects, all of it in a resume, and then apply for, full-time jobs. So which will definitely help your resume getting shortlisted. Now consider a scenario where you have done all of these things and still are not able to, get a job in computer vision. Just saying, in a worst case scenario. So what you can do is you can apply for some other related domain which is lesser advanced. Like for example, if you are getting job opportunities in some other domain which is somewhat related to computer vision. So if you want, you can go into that field and gain experience in some of the tools, and then after that you can switch to computer vision. So for example, I personally worked as a data analyst before getting a job in computer vision. So as a data analyst, I got some real life experience of working on Python programming and pandas. Working as a data analyst gave me some real life statistical knowledge and Python programming knowledge, right? So that was helpful in cracking a job as a computer vision developer. Although computer vision was not used in my previous job, that was something I learned by making personal projects and also by doing some freelance projects. But working as a data analyst did give me an opportunity to use Python in real life projects, so that was quite helpful. So many of the skills are transferable, right? So you can consider doing that as well if you want. So that's all there is from my side. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.